So, hello you guys. How's everyone doing? I imagine I look like death right now because I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Because late last night at about, well, 8 p.m. is not all too late, but at about 7:30, 8 o'clock or so, we were sitting down getting ready to record Insurgents. And I walked out of my office to go to my kitchen to get a cup of coffee. And I noticed that Sadie was standing by the front door, which is kind of odd. You know, Sadie never just goes and stands by the front door unless someone's there or something like that. So as I walk over to see Sadie, she has blood on the top of her head. Like she's bleeding. And I'm instantly shocked, like, what is going on? Now, for the longest time that I had Sadie, she's always had these two bumps on the top of her head. And we never thought much of it. At one point we thought it was her tracking chip. Then we ruled that out. But we never thought much of it because, it never really hurt her. It never pained her. We noticed that it was actually on the skin so you can move it back and forth. So it's not like it was anything serious. So instead of having it cut off or anything like that, we just left it as it was. Because like we said, it wasn't bothering her. Nothing was wrong. But last night, one of those bumps started bleeding. So instantly I started freaking out. I didn't know what to do. So I cleaned her up a little bit. And I gave her one of her sedative pills because when Sadie goes to the vet, she's super duper anxious. Super anxious. I mean, she turns into this aggressive monster. She don't want anyone from the vet touching her. She just does not have very good experiences at the vet. And I sit down and record an episode of Insurgents to everyone, to give the sedative time to take effect. It's not anything that's going to knock her out, just calm her down. So finally afterwards, I sit down next to her and I notice that she's wobbling a little bit. She doesn't have a lot of stability. And I figured, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not going to wait until tomorrow. I'm just going to take her in. So late last night, at about 10 o'clock, I took her to the vet, 24-hour vet, and they looked at her, and they came to the conclusion, the doctor said that she had a follicular cyst. If you guys have ever had ingrown hair, and you get stuck in one of the pores, it gets really, really painful and hurts. Well, it didn't hurt her or anything like that, but the doctor gave us one of two options. It was either A, the doctor could just pop the cysts and clear it out and leave it as an open wound to heal on its own. The risk of that is that it could get infected all over again and become a problem all over again. Or we could choose to just completely have that piece of tissue cut out of her head and then have to sew it back up. And I went ahead and opted for the second option, the latter, because it's just, I don't know, I would rather Sadie go through this one time than have to go back to the vet and deal with the cyst potentially over and over and over again. So the whole thing took about an hour. Sadie was a fighter. She didn't want to let the sedative take effect because they had to knock her out in order for them to operate on her. But it wasn't anything super serious or anything major. Sadie's not like broken or anything like that, but I can imagine when her meds start to wear off, she's in a little bit of pain because she does have a pretty decent incision on the top of her head. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the little baby now as she's laying in her bed. Yes, I'm sure some of you guys saw you can see the incision on the top of her head. I'm not trying to show it off or anything like that because that's not, I don't want Sadie baby in that light, but my baby, she wants some loving and it's hard for her with the collar on. Oh, I know, baby. Stay. I'll pet you a little bit after this. But Sadie is here, and she's doing her best to get her recovery game on. But I did want to upload a video and inform a lot of you guys, because a lot of you guys that were on Twitter were asking questions, hoping that she was okay and everything. And at the same time, I wanted to upload a video to let you guys know that this weekend I'm probably going to take some time away from YouTube and away from the channel to make sure she's okay. Like I said, the surgery she ended up having wasn't way too serious or insane like that, but at the same time, it's the first time I've ever gone through something like this, and the same thing she's ever gone through something like this, so I just want to be here for her and make sure she's okay and comfortable with her collar on, because she does not like the e-collar. She does not like the e-collar at all. But the doctor said just keep an eye on the incision for the first couple days, and then after that it should generally begin to actually heal and scab over together. And once that happens, then I'll feel a little more comfortable taking my eyes off her for a little while, because I know how she is. She's not going to sit still forever, and she's not going to be happy with it. But I want to make sure that I'm here for her. So to that extent, there won't be an Uno live stream tonight. There won't be a primetime gaming stream tomorrow night either, just for this week. I'm not going to be recording any new content for right now. So that means that any content that does go up is going to be stuff that's already pre-recorded. So probably starting tomorrow, Free For All will be up. Sunday, Showdown Sundays will be up. Monday, Insurgents and Storm Silver will come back. And hopefully on Monday, Skyrim will come back on the second channel as well. We just recently started our 100 Days of Skyrim challenge. We got 6 days into it, and an actual emergency happens. And I said it when we started. I said, we're going to have 100 Days of Skyrim no matter what, unless something crazy actually happens. And not even a week into it, something crazy actually happens. And there's not much I can do about that. It sucks, but I can't record when I've been up all night, because I've literally had like all of 3 hours of sleep. My eyes feel like they have needles in them. But I wanted to inform you guys, let you guys know that Sadie is okay, and we're doing alright. Thank you to everyone that kept us in your thoughts and prayers, all the kind words from people on Twitter and whatnot. I really, really do appreciate it, and I'm sure she appreciates it as well. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right, baby? So I'm going to let her get a little bit more rest, and I'm going to see if I can't get some rest as well. But thank you guys so much for the kind words. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm sure she does too.